it's Christy, and I'm here with a video for Operation Christmas Child. And this one is about all of the things that Michelle sent me. I just unpacked a box from her, and I wanted to share with you some ideas that I had. If you like watching shoebox videos, but you're not completely involved yet in Operation Christmas Child, but you'd like to do something, I have some ideas for you. So let me read Michelle's note first. It says, Christy, this package is simple, filled with backpacks, blankets, love, and prayers for God's children. May God bless you and keep you. Love, Michelle. So that is beautiful. Thank you, Michelle. Filled with love and prayers. And it's the same with our shoe boxes too, isn't it? They're filled with our love and prayers. So here I unpacked and stacked the backpacks. These are backpacks. They're the string backpacks that we bought on Amazon. We got them in a grouping of 100. And then she added these wonderful pockets. There we go. I put it upside down. Wonderful pockets on each and every backpack to make them more useful and sturdy for the children. So this is what this side is. All backpacks for me to use for the older children that I pack shoe boxes for. And then over here, she has blankets. So I wanted to, in case you haven't seen my last couple videos, these fleece blankets, she serges the edge. These are so soft. I want to show you the size of it. Great for wrapping dolls. I'm sure not everyone is exactly the same, but they're great for cuddling for the toddlers. And even I think an older child would like it. They may not have ever had anything this soft, but when you're using this fleece, if you are not a sewer or you don't have a serger, you just need to cut the material out and it won't fray. So I think that's a really good tip, and I'm glad that she told me that. So the fleece is like that, and there's several different patterns here. I love that. Isn't that bright color and pretty? But then she also has some flannel. This is like a stained glass material, and she has serged the edges on these too. You don't have to be precise with your blankets. In fact, she is not someone who sits and measures everything. She is cutting out to make the most use of her fabric, and it just works out. So she has that pattern, and then these cute little dinosaur. I love this one too. It's so sweet, isn't it? So a child I will probably send a lot of these wrapped around a plush. Some will be used for fillers and some will go in my shoe boxes. But I love adding this special touch for the children. Now, I want to get to the point where I have a list up here where I can share with you ideas for those of you that are not super involved yet in Operation Christmas Child, and you're not ready to jump all in, but there's things that you can do to help others. And so I made this list, and hopefully it will give you some ideas. One thing you could do is get involved with a Facebook group. Ours is Blessings in a Shoebox on Facebook. You're welcome to join that. There are lots of Facebook groups, and you can start getting a little bit involved by looking to see what different people are doing. Another thing is the sewing and the cutting of loveys. You may love the idea of doing this, but you don't want to make shoe boxes. Well, if you can partner with somebody at your church, a neighbor, somebody that you know has a heart for children and getting the gospel to the world, and you guys together can work on making loveys, or you can make the loveys if you're a sewer and you can share them with your neighbor. That's something that you can do. Also, you can write love notes. If you are not going to pack shoe boxes, but you have time, a lot of people don't have time, but maybe you do, to sit down and you can write your love notes for a friend. So a love note is just a little note that will go in your in a child's shoebox to make it personal, to make them realize that someone loved them and packed a shoebox for them. So you could write love notes. I would love to have somebody doing each one of these things to help me. So that's how I came up with the ideas. I love the idea that one person who can't pack shoe boxes but can pack write love notes can participate. Another thing you can do to participate is sew dresses or totes if you are a sewer. You could donate fabric to a friend who's a sewer. I know Michelle gets donations from a friend. That makes our shoebox budget stretch. You could make sock puppets from stray socks. I was trying to think of what people could do without having to purchase something. So if you have stray socks like I do in a bag by the laundry, then you could use those to make, and some stray buttons to make sock puppets. I thought that was a possibility. Or how about printing resources for others if you have a nice printer? You could print out the printables from Blessings in a Shoebox, the directions for games, coloring books, hygiene directions. Those are great. If a lot of people might not have a printer, but you do, and you can make that available to them to print off the resources. Another idea would be to donate space in your home to hold a packing party or a pencil pouch packing party, a shoebox packing party or a pencil pouch packing party. Some people don't have room to do a large scale packing party, but you might, and then you can they can come over to your house, bring the items, organize them, and then they'll pack it all up and leave when they're finished, and you'll have made a big impact of helping them get their pencil pouches packed or their shoe boxes packed. Another thing you could do would be order items from a friend's shoebox wish list. Somebody's done that for me, and I love it. It's such a blessing. Another thing is to donate excess shoebox items to a friend or church. Let's say you come to the end of your shoebox packing and you're done, and you have boxes and boxes of stuff left over. A lot of people store that in their back room or under their bed for next year, but we're not guaranteed next year. We do not know what the future holds, but we do know who holds the future, and the more shoe boxes that can be packed this year, the better. Those extra items that you stick under your bed or in a closet for next year could be marked fillers in a box and sent to the processing center so that the shoe boxes that come in have more things in them. And then the last one I came up with was make beaded bracelets or necklaces. I loved that when I was at the processing center and these little organza bags came in as fillers and they had bracelets in them. I loved being able to put something pretty like that in the girls' shoe boxes that weren't very full. So that's the end of my ideas, but I bet you all have some ideas and I hope you put them below. I love making shoe boxes and working in community with others, and I hope you do too. God bless you, and bye for now.